What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Skilled Apple. My name is Jason, and of course, today we are talking about D.Va from Overwatch, and more than that, we are talking about my first impressions and the tips that I would suggest when using D.Va yourself. Alright, let's go ahead and get this party started with my first impressions and my second impression. But there, you get the point, I used her a lot. So I was actually okay with D.Va. I like D.Va. D.Va's a really cool person. I like her personality. I like her lore. I like the way that she's cool. I mean, she's just cool. You know, she's just cool. Her skins are they're not the greatest, but hey, they're all right. But in terms of the character, now she's classified as a tank, but it's a little awkward because she is technically a tank. I mean, she has really good health. She has the blocking thing that stops bullets for, like, what is it, 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds, and that's great. That's dandy. And but in terms of tanking ability, I think she's one of the least capable tanks. Like, she really doesn't have the stopping power, or not stopping power, but I guess the stopping power that the other tanks have. Like, Reinhardt definitely takes the cake in that one, but yeah, like, her abilities seemed a little more difficult to learn, if you will. Like, yeah, the bullet thing, you can't shoot, you can't do anything, whatever, but it works, and it's very situational, unlike a Reinhardt shield that's very big. Now, the speed boost thing that moves you around really quickly, you can get on high places, low places, etc., etc. That's kind of neat. It's definitely helpful to use that, especially right before you go to use your ult. You can use that, and then your ultimate ability will flying, which is pretty neat. And when she's out of the thing, or when she's out of her mech, she can run around and it's basically like Zero Suit Samus, if you will. She can run around and do all of that, which is pretty cool. I mean, her pistol's not horrible. It's actually pretty decent, assuming you can hit the shots. She's not that bad outside the suit, but obviously you want to get back in the suit because she wasn't really meant to be played that way. So, all in all, my first impressions about her was she was difficult to learn. Actually, she's one of the most difficult people to learn that I've had the pleasure of playing so far. Up there with Zenyatta, and even Winston for me was a little hard to learn, but she was definitely one of the harder ones to learn. And I think it's because the multiple play styles, where when she gets out, that's a whole new play style right there. So moving forward, let's talk about the tips. What should we do when using D.Va? See, this one's a little tricky for me because it really seems to depend on your team. If your team is using you like a tank, you should obviously be using your ability that stops the bullet. Stick with your team at all times. You can really save somebody. Say a McCree uses his high noon ability, or Bastion is unloading and you need to get across. You can use your bullet defender and help your team huge because they can be in front of you, and you can use that and it'll be really nice to get over there. You could also use the bullet defending thing as you use your boost ability, which is really nice. So if you need to cover ground, maybe to get right up on a turret, because I think that D.Va is great against a turret from Tajborn, and yeah, you can use that and the boost thing. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. You can use the bullet thing and the boost thing, go right up on the turret, unload on it, and usually you will take it out before it does major damage. Another important thing to note, though, here is that her cannons, her Gatling cannons, do almost no damage at medium to long range. You really need to be up close and personal with her to do any damage, and I think that is actually a good thing. You don't want the tanks, obviously, having long distance attacks, so use your ability to get up close to your advantage, because you will need to be up close. Yeah, she has unlimited ammo, but you move so slow when you do it. It's really not worth just, holding down the button. Like, I see people in the stream all the time telling me, just hold down the button, you have unlimited ammo. But that really slows you down. I don't think that's the strategy you want to go for. So make sure you're up close and personal with that. To be fair, I really haven't used her enough to give you any more tips. These are just the things that I picked up. She's good. Her ult was good at first, but as people started playing the game more and more, I seem to not get any more ult kills, even when I throw right on an objective. It's very easy to dodge with the amount of time. So a good communicating team will definitely dodge your ultimate ability. I think she's difficult to use. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I think it's possible. Just make sure to close distance, work as a team member, and you'll do fine with D.Va. She's awesome. Definitely try her out. And yep. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the other videos. A new video is released every single day, except Saturday, and as well as streams at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.